There was also another controversial character at the club called Sam Hammam. What was your relationship like with him, and what was he like to you?
Look, this is the guy I mentioned when I first left Newcastle and came to Cardiff, when he asked me about what were the reasons to come to Cardiff, and he was one of the reasons. He was crazy. He was if you look at the videos, what he was like when he was owner of Wimbledon back in the day, they were called the Crazy Gang, and he was part of it. We'd walk out in Indian Park and through the tunnel, and you look to the right, and there was a Diaz head on the wall in the stadium. And I said to Sam, I went, "What's this for?" And he was like, "Oh, this is just a memorabilia from when I went shooting and this sort of thing." I was like, "But why put it in the stadium?" He was like, "Oh, it's just the culture, the routine I have with my family and everything." Look, he wore the football club on his sleeve. He was a diehard football guy. But he took Cardiff to that next level. The players that we signed that season, obviously myself, Steve McPhail, Kevin McNaughton, Roger Johnson, Peter Whitnam as well. 5 players that he signed that year were 5 important players for Cardiff City. And I think it was down to Sam Hammam. It was down to Sam Hammam that we came to the club. Another story is when players normally move to football clubs, you normally get like a signing on fee from moving to a club. A club gives you money, a lump sum of money to come to the club. So I asked Peter Ridsdale for a signing on fee, and he said, "I can't do that, Michael. The club don't have enough money. We don't have the money. Cardiff were on a tight budget." So afterwards, when we had agreed, when he took me around the stadiums, we went to St. David's, which is the hotel there, and we were going to have lunch, and Sam Hammam joined, and there was me, Dave Jones, Peter Ridsdale, and my agent at the time. And Sam Hammam come in and he said, "Is everything okay? Peter's agreed everything here." And I just said, "Actually, Sam, I'd like a signing on fee." And he said, "Yeah, no problem, Michael." I think Peter Ridsdale was kicking him under the table saying, "No, Sam." So he was like, "Yeah, no problem, you can have a signing on fee." But he was desperate for me to sign for the football club. And Peter Ridsdale was trying to do his best by saving the club money. And Sam's come in and we'd be like, "Yeah, Sam, we would love to sign off." He was like, "Yeah, no problem, no problem." It was just a great moment, a great memory I had with Sam. It was one of those things.